Any freestyle rap at all?
Not yet.
Doesn't it appear to be extremely coincidental that you guys arrest people right outside of Governor Newsom's press conference? Is this really just a show of power? Hey, this is Secret Service Sam. Welcome to Samson's World. That is right. Welcome to Samson's World, where court, comedy, culture, and your world collide. Damn it! This. Hold on. Look at this. All right, there we go. I think I got it working again. I can't stand this audio. Sometimes it mixes with me. Welcome to Samson's World. Yeah, that's right. The show where court, comedy, culture, and your world collide. That is right. Welcome today. Happy Friday. Happy Freaky Friday out there. What a crazy day it is in America land. Oh, yeah. Donald Trump is furious, folks. He is furious because in a 6-3 decision, the Supreme Court smacked down his tariffs. They said they were illegal. They said they were not constitutional. Now, this is something of interest because now people are saying, yo, can we get our money back? Governor Pritzker from Chicago just sent this through. He sent Trump an invoice, which is pretty hilarious. I'll bring this up for you guys. I don't know. You know, you always think the shit is going to hit the fan. But Hair Trumpy always has something up his sleeve, or is it, Stephen Miller? Look at that. So Governor Pritzker just sent this invoice. It is for $8,679,261,600. I've never seen it says past due delinquent amount for today. The people of the great state of Illinois. Everybody wants their money back, bitch. But I don't know if they're going to get it. Trump is furious. He's like, I'm going to destroy the country now. I can destroy anything I want. I mean, this is high treason, you guys. This is what a traitor looks like, allegedly. Got to say that to protect ourselves because this shit is cray. Bim, bim, boop, 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 boop. This shit cray. Boop, 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 boop. That shit cray. Governor Pritzker wants $8 billion back. And you know, Trump just gave $10 billion of our tax money to the Court of Peace, and he was sleeping through the whole thing. MAGA, where are you at? What do you guys think of this? Is this America first? You're a liberal retard. Hey, Terry Austin. Terry, what do you think about this? What do you think about your daddy, man? He is freaking the F out. He's been mentioned in the Epstein files almost 1 million times. The walls are caving in. Since Trump took office, the U.S. dollar has lost almost 10% of its value. So much for Trump being good for the economy. Thank you, the First Avenger. Again, as usual, I will put the link to the show if anybody would like to come on and express your opinions. Tampon Terry. That's right, Tampon Terry. Oh my gosh, Tampon Terry. I didn't even call you Tampon Terry yet. But you got to come on with the names. Come on, Terry. Come on and tell me I'm a liberal retard to my face, bro. It's really easy to type insults, but it's another thing to say it to somebody's face in real time. And I'm all here for it, man. I will be your punching doll if it makes you feel good. I'm just wondering, are we great yet? Is this America first? What is going on? What do you think, Tampon Terry? Come on the show and let's talk about it. Terry Austin 9114. All you got to do is copy that link and come on in and let's chat. I love chatting to people. This is insane. I mean, kudos to the Supreme Court. Now, you know, this is like Amy Barrett. These are people he appointed who threw this ruling down. Now, of course, Clarence Thomas, Uncle Clarence Thomas, Kavanaugh. No surprise, Brett Kavanaugh, that they will die for Donnie. But today, really, Trump has single-handedly destroyed the Republican Party. I mean, it does not seem that there's a lot of ways to come back from this. They're the party of pedophile protectors now. You really can't attach Jesus to this party anymore. Jesus is like, oh, yeah, Jesus. Even Jesus says, Jesus Christ, what the hell is going on here? It's treacherous. I don't know why you guys can't call it. Hey, Silky Sweet, how are you? Good to see you. Happy Friday. Good. So funny. If your overlord Obama did this, or your Antichrist Obama did this, you guys would be freaking out. If Joe Biden did this, you would be freaking out. But it's so funny when your Lord and Savior Trumpy does it, you guys will go down. You guys will go down with him, like, just no matter what. No matter what. I was looking for this video where it shows the difference of Obama and Trump with the press. And Obama's like, look, some of you guys didn't always say the nicest stuff about me, but it is your right. He says, Obama said, it's your right to be skeptical of me and ask the hard questions. Where Trump is like, you're stupid. You're a terrible reporter. You know, it's just, I don't know. I don't know where we're at today. Then he, you know, let's get into some of the videos here. MAGA are afraid to come on. They are busy spanking off to Adolf Trump's neck vag pictures. That's pretty funny. Come back from what? Nothing happened. Well, I don't know. He's saying he wants to destroy the country, but let's look into it. Let's listen to the big man himself.
Supreme Court's ruling on tariffs is deeply disappointing.
Hang on, let me throw that up again.
And I'm ashamed of certain members of the court, absolutely ashamed.
Sure.
For not having the courage to do what's right for our country. The Democrats on the court are thrilled, but they will automatically vote no. They're an automatic no, just like in Congress. They're an automatic no. They're against anything that makes America strong, healthy, and great again. They also
As the
are
guy who wants to destroy the country.
Frankly, disgrace to our nation, those justices. They're an automatic no, no matter how good a case you have. It's a no.
It's a no.
But you can't knock their loyalty. It's one thing.
No, you can't knock MAGA's loyalty.
With some of our people.
MAGA will attach themselves to Trump's balls in the middle of Epstein Island, literally.
Others think they're being politically correct, which has happened before far too often with certain members of this court. And it's happened so often with this court. What a shame. Having to do with voting in particular. When in fact they're just being fools and lapdogs for the rhinos and the radical left Democrats, and not that this should have anything at all to do with it. They're very unpatriotic and disloyal to our Constitution.
He does not like when anybody is disloyal to him, is what he meant to say. If you don't suck his nuts, he is not happy with you. Oh my gosh. I don't know. What do you guys think this means? Here's a brave reporter asking some hard questions. Check this one out.
Criticism.
No, not bipartisan.
There's several Republicans have said that.
Yeah.
It's a few people.
You just work with Congress to come up with a
I don't have to
push.
I don't
I have the
have
right to do
to. I'm a
tariffs.
big
And
baby.
I've always had the right to do tariffs. And it's all been approved by Congress. So there's no reason to do it. All we're doing is we're going through a little bit more complicated process. Not complicated very much, but a little more complicated than what we had. We'll be able to take in tariffs, more tariffs.
I can't wait till they ask Speaker Mike Johnson about it. It's like, you know, I haven't seen anything on that. Hey, I've been so busy here on Grindr, just swiping left. I really haven't. I don't know. I promise to check that and I'll get back to you though. Mm-hmm.
And the Congress people and the Congress,
the Canadian tariffs last week.
Yeah,
There's been votes in the Senate
why?
against it.
Yeah, because we lost 2 Republicans or 3 Republicans because they're not good Republicans. What you don't say, you don't say that we got 215 votes.
You need 218 for something to pass.
Yeah, sure we do. We might have lost 3 votes, and what was the score on the Republican side? 215 to 3, right? But you don't say that. We have great unity.
Right. Tell yourself what you need to tell yourself, Dozen Donnie. The Constitution he was talking about, you are so bent out of shape because he's president and you made nothing out of your life. Oh, Manny, that's so sweet. I'm pretty actually happy with the life that I've made for myself, but that sounds like a deflection. I don't know. Whoops. Well, yeah, stupid Trump, you do have to work with Congress. That is law. Adolf Trump is a jackass. You're a pitiful individual, and I hope you find peace. Thank you guys for all these sweet words. So now you hate gay people? Tammy Pierce, I'm not sure what that means. What a clown show. It is. America has become a clown show. He will plead insanity to avoid prison. Yep, I agree with that. Abiding lover, open border lover, you are a disgrace to the American people. I wish I knew where you lived. Wow, Manny, that sounds like a threat. Would you like me to report you to the YouTube gods, or should I just block you? Because that sounds like a threat. Manny, why don't you come on the show if you have any balls at all and talk to me in my face? Threaten me to my face, you coward. Why are you so mad? You're just mad because Trump is destroying the country and you guys just can't handle that you might be wrong. Manny, don't waste your time. Yeah, I live in a van down by the river. Yeah, that sounds about right, Stan Dirk. Manny is a mad MAGA Nazi coward. Come on the show, Manny. Come talk to my face. Come tell the people. Come express your crazy views on Samson's world, where court comedy culture and your world collide. That is correct. I am disgraced at so-called President Trump as he is killing citizens and we all are being put into the street. He needs to worry about America, not other places. I totally agree. Say where you live. Manny, you first. Manny, I'll tell you where I live if you come on the show and talk to my face. Again, Manny, if you continue to threaten me, I will block you, my friend. It's really tough words. What are you so mad at me? You act like I'm the president of the country. I'm just sitting up here in my mom's attic, bro, in an undisclosed location. Say where you live. My name's Manny the Fanny, and I'm a tough guy. Wah, wah, wah. This guy has a face for radio. Oh, my God, Tommy Pierce. Well, Tommy Pierce, why don't you come on the show and show me your face, and let's do a face-off. A face-off. It is so funny how MAGA, rather than just like talk about what the hell is going on in the country, they have to try and insult my looks. They call me gay. They threaten me and ask where I live. MAGA men want men's addresses. Exactly. The children, the party of pedos, man. It sounds like you live in a dump that Biden has created. Oh, wow. Why are we still talking about Biden? I don't think he's president, Manny. Come on, Manny, with the fat fanny. Come on the show and talk to us. Trump is killing citizens now? LOL. Well, ICE is technically, allegedly. If we're all in a room, we wouldn't be rude to each other. Let's find a common ground and be kind. It's free. I totally agree with you, Shea Bella. That's the issue with a lot of these people in the comments is you see me every day. I invite people on the show. You were a Democrat until this last time, moron. Okay, Manny. Well, you're a Democrat threatening to pull up on me. What are you going to do, Manny? What are you really going to do, bro? Or miss? Evil people hate Trump. That sounds weird. I mean, who loves any politician? It's so weird. Love the Melania video you did, hilarious. Thank you so much, Jeremy Stark. You know, it's very exciting news. I am a new correspondent for the Midas Touch Network. They are the #1 podcast on YouTube, not political. No, the #1 podcast. They beat out Joe Rogan, Kill Tony, Candace, all of them. And I was very happy to get that Melania video. I actually have a new video. I'm waiting on it to drop on the Midas Touch, where I expose Nick Shirley as a fraud. That's right. Their little pretty boy, Nick Shirley. I went up and talked to people in San Diego at the daycares there that he was harassing. And they said Nick Shirley was going around asking, where are the kids? Totally totally in the wheelhouse for the party of pedos. You know what I mean? Where are the kids? Manny wets his diaper. It's possible. When you were in the empty theater, LO, yes, Jeremy Stark. Jeremy, you got to see too. That video was 5 minutes long, but I had to cut it down to 2. It was pretty funny. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I also just started. I am the food and lifestyle critic for the LA Magazine, which is amazing. I just went and got a massage today and did a review. YOLO Massage is called. And I mean, it's amazing. My job is yesterday I went and ate lunch. Today I just put up a video of El Moro churros. I mean, I literally get paid to go review food restaurants. Tommy Pierce said, who threatened you? Manny did. Let me show you if you didn't see it. Okay. Where are you, Manny? Manny was asking, where is my address? Oh, maybe Manny erased that out of the comments, actually. That was pretty slick out of you. Hold on, Tommy. My man's Manny might have erased it because he realized that it's not good to threaten people online that you don't know. But let me see. Maybe it didn't. I'm seeing if it's here. Yeah, Manny, it looks like he... Oh, no. Here we go. Say where you live. Why would he want to know where I live, Tommy? That sounds like a threat. I don't want to know where you guys live. I have no interest in coming. To your house. Why? Because I can have some dialogue. Even if we disagree, do you think that means I want to fight? Even if you guys are loving Donald Trump and this administration and all the pedo protectors, look, Democrats and Republicans are on this list. Hakeem Jeffries, I'm not saying he's on the list, but he is a pedo protector. He plans on going to the State of the Union. I will be in D.C. at the State of the Union. I'm proud of it. Not at the State of the Union, the People's State of the Union that Move On and the Midas Touch is throwing. I hope you guys will boycott the State of the Union as well. Part of being the president is to deal with the whole world. Maybe go take care of oil, the proven, all the proven pedos. And if you think Trump is one of them, please explain the evidence. You can't find it, Eric. That's okay, Eric. I think he is all over it. Doesn't mean he is one, but he is one of the many names that has been mentioned several times, Republican or Democrat. Biden should be in jail. Biden destroyed our economy. You guys, Biden's done. You know, I mean, I've never heard so many people just talk about saying he's done. We are in Trump. We are a full year into Trump land, guys. It's no longer Biden anymore. Do you see the updated chat? TDS, yes. Trump devotion syndrome is alive and well. TDS mean Trump does swallow. Ask Bubba. That's funny. Yes, thank you, Jeremy. Nick Shirley is low IQ dipshit. Yeah, he doesn't even know what benevolent means. And clearly, it's not the party of being benevolent, being kind. Oh no, he's going to re-expose Nick Shirley, LOL. No, it's not that. I'm just showing. I went to the UDW, the United Domestic Workers Union, and they were just telling me about the hardworking Somalian daycare units in San Diego. Do you know San Diego has the second largest population of Somalians? I didn't know that. And they're just telling me what wonderful caretakers they were. I asked her if there was any fraud. She said if there was, we'd be the first to know about it. There is not. Yeah, I agree with this, Silly Sweet. I will never be Democrat or Republican. It is drama, and they worry about themselves. Would love to see a president who is neither of those, and maybe USA will get help. I agree. Trump devotion syndrome. Exactly. MAGA are afraid of women. Yeah, a lot of MAGA do not want them to vote. Thank you very much, Jeremy. And I don't know if you guys caught me on Comics Unleashed on CBS. I was on Wednesday night. That was really awesome. I will also be in Naples, Florida at Off the Hook Comedy Club April 1st. It is not a joke. I will literally be there doing stand-up comedy. That's what I am. I'm a comedian. People are like, what? Oh, you're a comedian? That isn't a threat, Tommy. Okay, Tommy. Well, when somebody asks you, where do you live? Why does he want to know what's my address? Do what you will, but Tammy, if you're just wanting to ignore things, that's fine. But I don't really take too kindly to somebody asking me where my address is. It's just creepy. Super creepy. No, yeah, I don't think he did erase it, Jeremy. I just pulled it up. Let me see. I'll pull it. I mean, look, if somebody asks for your address, that's just plain creepy. That is plain creepy, especially when you're so angry. So angry. Yeah, Trump is slurping his words like he's on Epstein Island, baby. You don't sound very happy, dude. Oh, well, let me work on that. What else do we got here, guys? Here is a nutter Vitier. Is this the one we played?
Immediately, all national security tariffs under Section 232 and existing Section 301 tariffs, they're existing, they're there, remain in place, fully in place, and in full force and effect. Today, I will sign an order to impose a 10% global tariff under Section 122 over and above our normal tariffs already being charged. And we're also initiating several Section 301 and other investigations to protect our country from unfair trading practices of other countries and companies.
Interesting. What do you guys think about all this? I mean, the Supreme Court, guys. I mean, look, I back the Supreme Court, right? Conservatives just hate diversity. They say it outright. Yes, that show was funny. Thank you so much, Silky Sweet. I'm a rebel. I question everything and everyone politically. I totally agree with this, Stan Durko. That's how I am too. Is Comics Unleashed? Yes, Byron Allen's Comics Unleashed. Let me see. I'll pull the clip up for you guys, actually. I'll play you a little bit. Just so we can, have a little break from the politickies. The little break from the politics. You guys get your panties in a wad, so we got to kind of unwad the panties. Let me see where this clippy is. Bow, bow, bow. I got so much trouble on my mind, refuse to lose. Here's your ticket. Hear the drummer get wicked. Where is this clip? Give me a second. Again, guys, if you want to come on the show and talk some shit, I am here. The line is wide open, like your backside. Hold on one second. Let me put that in the comments again. Usually, of course, everybody, the trolls don't do. He sounds like he is trying to push a turd out. Tell some jokes. Okay, Tommy. My son, actually, the priest asked him if he wanted to be an altar boy. And I told the preacher, yeah, you don't want this one. He can't keep a secret. Let's see. Sam, Brian needs to go to an hour show. Is that half hour not long enough for his 4 guests? Yeah, I agree. It was a quick show. They edited it down. I still had some, because they make you do like 7 jokes, and then they cut it down to, let me see. Is this it? Where is it? Hold on. Yeah, they cut it down to like 3 jokes, really. So did that go on? Let me see. Let me see, folks. Let me see. I'm going to try and pull this clip in from Comics Unleashed. Give me 1 second here. Where is it? Trying to find it. Come on, man. What the heck? I don't know. Let me see if I can do this another way. Let me see here, guys. See you. That is it. Let me see. Okay, where is this? Hang on 1 second. Do and do and do do and doody do. Okay, here we go. Here's a little clip, guys, from Comics Unleashed. If you guys want to see,
Tell you, I outkicked my coverage in life. My wife is like super hot. She's a smoke show. But the hard part about having such a hot wife is anytime I introduce people to my wife, they're in disbelief that I am married to my wife. They're sitting like, what? How did you get her? They're like, we thought you had like some frumpy Furby wife or something, Sam. And I'm like, am I that ugly? I feel like I look pretty good today, ladies. Okay, that was okay. Thanks a lot. But you know what? It's okay, guys, because I figured out my wife is an LA 10. All right, I'm an LA 4, all right? But I'm from St. Louis, so when I'm back home, I am a St. Louis 8, all right? She's Catholic, I'm Jewish, we're cashews. Everybody's favorite nut, you know what I mean? So it's great, I love her.
Yep, that's just a little sampling of it. I have been doing stand-up, improv, and sketch comedy probably for 20 years. I got my start at the famous Second City in Chicago, where, believe it or not, I was making pizzas with Jordan Peele. You guys heard of Jordan Peele from Key and Peele, the famous director and movie, Get Out and everything. Was a good friend. One of my best friends is also Tiffany Haddish, Donnell Rawlings. I know Dave Chappelle very well. Fun story about Dave Chappelle is during the pandemic, he invited my family down to Yellow Springs, Ohio, where he lives. And we got to, it was all a bubble. They COVID tested us in the nose every day. And like Jon Stewart was there. Bob Saget came through. Chris Rock. I mean, every major comedian that you could think of was there. It was like Field of Dreams for comedians. And it was just amazing. We'd play kickball. And when I played kickball, I'm like, God damn, Samson is fast. I mean, he would like, it was just crazy. Imagine like playing kickball and Dave Chappelle's just there smoking cigarettes, just watching you. It was quite a dream. So, Jersey, you are that piece of bread that everyone touches, but no one wants. Okay, cool, Tammy. You got to work on your punchlines. About as funny as Christy Gnome and a dog shelter. That's actually Christy Gnome and a dog shelter is pretty funny, actually. And high five, Sam. You and Byron were the best to dress. Thank you. You know what's funny? This is kind of one of my suit. It's just a suit jacket. Also, La Contento NYC. They're Korean suit makers who are amazing, and they make all my suits. Shout out to them. I cannot listen to Ben Shapiro without hearing Beg's. Yeah. Ben Shapiro is just like super annoying to me, and I don't know. I just I love Israel, and Ben Shapiro. Yeah, Ben Shapiro's. I can't stand that dude. 20 years. Yes, that is cool. Yeah, it's been a long time, guys. I'm a producer, editor. I produced Tiffany Haddish's first stand-up special. If you guys would like to watch, I have my own show on Amazon Prime called Samson's World. I know my podcast is called Samson's World. There's an offshoot of that, but it's a stand-up comedy show that I host and produce. There's 6 hours, 6 episodes on Amazon Prime called Samson's World. Look it up. I also have my stand-up special called Proof I Was Here that I shot in St. Louis. So please check that out if you're bored and you want to hate on me some more. Made nothing of yourself and YouTube begging for money. Okay, Debo. You know what's funny? I actually knew Debo from Friday. Tony Liston, I think. Yeah, Tiny Liston. Sorry. Yeah, made nothing of my life. You're right, Debo. It's so crazy. It's really weird, but I'm okay with making nothing of my life, because that nothing is something. I haven't heard him beg once. Thank you, Jeremy. Yeah, I don't beg for money. I actually am doing okay. I'm really happy. Got a few rental properties. Here in the entertainment business, you can't just be in one thing. So I do real estate. I'm an editor. I'm a producer. I'm a writer. Like I said, I am the food and lifestyle critic for LA Magazine, which, say what you want about my terrible life, but this is my dream job. I get to go to restaurants that I love and just give a great review, get the food for free. I mean, it's pretty amazing. I went and got a massage this morning and gave a review of the massage. I got a free massage. So, I mean, I don't know. It's a pretty good job. I ain't mad. My grandpa did rental properties, good money if you have the patience for it. Yeah, you know what's interesting, Jeremy, is my rental properties are in a very popular neighborhood, so it makes it easy. I'm just about to get new tenants in. God, the hard part is though, yeah, when the plumbing breaks, you got to fix it. But I'm able to get about $5,500 a month out of my rental, which is pretty good. But yeah, I got to fix like a skylight on the top of it. You know, I gotta paint in there. So it's hands-on work. But I love it. I have a property where actually my neighbor Herb, shout out to God bless his soul. He was a elderly gay gentleman who was my next door neighbor, and he got sick with cancer. And he didn't have any kids. He didn't really have any family. And he came out of his house one day and he just had like a mango in his throat, a tumor. It was so sad. And I said, Herb, we got to go to the hospital. And we went to the hospital. He ended up, it was cancer. He had to get a trach. I literally, with the help of my sister, thankfully, made the decision for him and with him that he had to get a trach. It was just really a crazy, you know, beautiful but awful experience. Just having to see how these elderly care places, they just brutalize your loved ones. You know, every day I was in there fighting these people because they would like give him a bath and then leave him wet overnight so he would freeze. He got pneumonia twice in this place. The second time he got pneumonia, it actually killed him. But they just treated him terribly there. And I was his only advocate. And it was beautiful. He actually sold me his home before he passed. And I renovated that. And now I have that as a rental. And it really changed my family's life. So, you know, Herb Osling, a beautiful man. Shout out to him. Sam would help to start up real estate, tiny homes for low income based and handicapped single people with animals, and rent is stupid. Nowhere allows 3 small dogs is rough. Oh man, that's terrible. Yeah, it's cancer. It is a bitch, man. I got to be honest with you. Just watching him go through that. And, you know, it was about 8 months. And, you know, it was hard. I became his honorary kind of son, uncle. So there's something beautiful about it. You know, it made me realize that on your deathbed, you don't have any regrets. You know, you would regret if you didn't do something, you know, like there's some super hot girl and you're like, oh no, you know, man, whatever. You're like, I should have done that. But you don't care about monetary things when you're on your deathbed. You just want somebody there to comfort you, to hold your hand. Literally, that's what I did. Is I was just there to comfort him when he passed, and it was very sad. It really was, because having to watch somebody go through that, seeing how the hospitals, our healthcare system, they just treat you like crap. I was in there. I came to visit him at the home one day, and there was like 3 beds in there. His nails just looked disgusting. They weren't taking care of him. And this nurse in front of me, he had a scar on his arm, and she literally rips it off in front of me. And I was like, what the? And I went in, I was livid. And I said, you do not ever let that woman near him again. And he had a trach, so he couldn't really talk. And he said, that bitch, you know. And it was just, it's so sad. I mean, you have no idea. If you have loved ones that are in elderly care, go check on them, because those places they're terrible. They really are. Yeah, cancer is a bitch. Don't you think, you know, we'd have some kind of cure? Jeremy, I'm glad I can care for my elderly parents as they age. We live 1 minute away, so I can help with lifting and chores. That's great of you, Jeremy. It really is, because, you know, it's funny. In American society, we like, you know, like Italian, other cultures, Latino, like they take their parents in, they put them in the basement and the attic and take care of them. And yeah, those places, they're so expensive. I mean, for Herb, it was $7,000 a month. And what they try to do is they just try to run you out of your money, and then you can apply for like Medicaid or whatever. So yeah, praying for everybody. Cancer is just a bitch, man. I mean, come on, we're on this planet, guys, this tiny little ball floating around. Let's not let billionaires get us at each other. You know, I know we started off on a bad foot. You know, if we remove the politics, you know, if we get back to just us as people and everything, and think about us as planetary people, you know what I mean? We're a tiny speck in the shadow of the sun, and you know, we only get to do this once. So I say be happy every day of your life. I tell my kids that every day. The goal is to just be happy. That's all you got to do. And if you know, my wrestling coach used to tell me, your attitude determines your altitude. Shout out to Coach Donnie Rugraf. Because it's true. It really is true. That, you know, your attitude, no matter what, like if something's not happening in your life, don't blame somebody else. Just get out there and make it the best you can. And I understand we were not all dealt the same cards. I was dealt a really nice hand of cards. You know, I've been really privileged. My mom and dad had a beautiful marriage. They did get divorced after 32 years of marriage. But still, they raised me right. They gave us everything we could have asked for. And that's all, you know, that's all on my show. If you need to know, I just believe in pushing peace and love, patience, you know, because this whole red and blue gang shit, it's getting tired. Like, aren't we getting tired of being at each other's necks over fighting for somebody else? You know what I mean? Aren't you tired? I'm tired. You know, I just want peace. I want to be able to make money. I want to be able to feed my family. I want to be able to provide for my wife and children, you know, give them everything they want. You know, my daughter had a dance today. I said, Dad, can I have $10? And, you know, luckily I had $10 in my pocket to give her. You know what I mean? Like, it's hard. It's hard raising kids, especially nowadays with all the devices, the divisiveness. And I think, look, it's whether or not, you know, you love the president, you don't. The thing I really just don't respect about our president right now is he's not being an adult. He's not encouraging peace. You know, he's just talking for one person, the billionaires. You know what I mean? So I apologize if I come off, you know, being angry and mad, you know what I mean? But I think the US president should be a shining example for all of us on how to talk to each other. Hey, thank you, Jeremy. Yeah, I actually got to get running too. I got to pick up my kids. Oh, thank you, Cheryl. Good to see you. You're absolutely right, Sam. It's hard out there. However, you just have to keep going and not give up and stay determined. Exactly. I say it's all about consistency. You know, I had nobody watching my podcast, you know what I mean? And now every day I've got people watching. It's not the biggest audience in the world at all, but it's building, you know what I mean? And it takes a long time to build this stuff. Like Nipsey Hussle said, you know, it's a marathon, baby. It is a marathon. It's not a sprint. But everybody out there, I wish you the best. Whether you're far right, far left, in the middle, up, down, whatever you are, I really wish you the best. I really wish you the best. Thank you so much, Jeremy, for subscribing. And guys, please make sure I am at Secret Service Sam everywhere. My main following is at TikTok. I just hit 550,000 followers on TikTok today. That's amazing. Check me out on LA Magazine. Check me out on the Midas Touch Network. I'm really, you know, after years and years in this business, I am finally starting to blow. What is up? Joe Torre is in the comments, guys. That is none other than the most famous man in St. Louis, Joe Torre. One of my mentors, got me started in comedy, him and Guy Torre, his brother. One of the stars of Poetic Justice. I mean, Joe Torre was the host of the Def Comedy Jam, really the first. Very famous, amazing comedian. If you have a chance to go see Joe Torre in a city near you, definitely do. Thanks, Joe, for hopping on here on the feed. I got to have you come on the show soon. Yes, 550,000 followers on TikTok, E. Woods. Joe Torre in the house. That is correct. He was in Life, you know, with Martin Lawrence. I mean, Eddie Murphy. I mean, I'll never forget, great story, Joe Torre. When I first moved to LA, I came to visit him at his house. He rolls one up. We're hitting it. I'm sitting in a director's chair that was from the movie Poetic Justice. And he said, hey, Sam, don't sit so far back in that chair. You're sitting on Tupac's signature. So, yeah, Joe Torre, good to see you. I just bumped into your son Cameron Torre the other night at the Hollywood Improv. But yeah, I'll let you know. I do this 6 days a week, every day, 2 p.m. Or 5 p.m. EST. So let me know, and I'll definitely have you come. Yep, Joe Torre, he's one of the most hilarious roasters in the business. The original Def Comedy Jam host, star of stage and screen, Mr. Joe Torre, guys. So thanks for coming on in, Joe. I do got to get moving today, guys. I will be here again live tomorrow. Like I said, next Tuesday, I'll be in DC for the People's State of the Union. I'm very excited to do that. Yeah, I will see you guys all very soon tomorrow. Make sure you subscribe at Secret Service Sam everywhere. And just remember, if you don't got anybody, you got Secret Service Sam here in your corner. Secret Service Sam out, Samson for president of the world.
Can you freestyle rap at all?
Not yet.
Doesn't it appear to be extremely coincidental that you guys arrest people right outside of Governor Newsom's press conference? Is this really just a show of power?